Welcome to official SL TV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my video and press the red button. Please help me to share my video.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Ibrahim, May 5th, 2025. Today on May 5th, 2025. The May 5, 2025. So basically, it's 0505 2025. There's a lot of fives going on. Another beautiful day. Of course, and I can expound on this transition, ongoing political transition. I can expound on this conversation a little bit. You see, because we're at a very crucial point in Sierra Leone, and we're talking about democracy and, the fact that we have to protect and preserve the true meaning of democracy itself. We get a responsibility. I take this opportunity for, again, I know say me my mind birthday tomorrow, and me and my wife, I go check, but we married anniversary, I think that is 7th. So I could just talk about today and not mention anything but that again moving forward. But of course, happy birthday to me, mama, and happy anniversary to me and my wife. And, I've been blessed all these years to have a wife like my wife that I have, at a very young age, and we're able to pull through all these years. And like I can always say, I must man go for only where Fiani is up. I think say I'm one of those men. I'm blessed. As far as today, to this day that I'm doing this message, because mortal man win a mortal man also. But as of today, why they do this message, I know say I kiss me where Fiani up. Nobody know they bring a candong, and they guarantee that. And I would hope it stays that way. But again, we're living in a dynamic world, so. But happy anniversary to me and my wife. I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky. She's been by my side all these years. I miss the thick and thin. The other day, me and my brother, we discussed, we talk about relationships and how, how it's all about compromising. You have to make compromises with the other. I say, we get locked. We start a relationship at a very young age with we woman there. At least all these years, they do for understand we. Because like me, I get carried. If I meet up any woman at this point in my life, I don't say no go for them to me, but my style, my style. But I'm thank God and I'm grateful that I meet me with that young, and that's what I wish for all my brother and sister them. Like I can always say, I don't want to make this a love advice relationship, but this generation, the young girl, greediness and selfishness. I can really say extreme poverty. You can poor, mean say you go trade your virtuousness because of poverty. Just because you poor, no mean say you for become a harlot or slut or whore. Just slip up and down with man them because you say poor. That is not an excuse. But relationships then these days, especially when it comes to a lot of women, the promiscuity, that real life is too much. For like meet up woman now, we get integrity and moral values. We begin and get for suffer, we boy begin there. But every time they go for adapt to the times. It's all about adaptations. But we were lucky. I think that we generation. I think we are the last one. We God make we meet up woman there. We they in a house. Meet up papa, mama in a house. Get a family system. Get a family structure because a lot of times a family structure or day guidance. So we lucky you meet up woman. We come on our home. We get structure. They were poor. They don't get much money. But there was structure within the family system. That patriarchy was there. The papa in a house, And I think a lot of that is grateful for Babangura. May his soul rest in peace. Like I can always say, Babangura is one of the first engineer that we Sierra Leone get when it comes to railway. I know even to the honor, the Queen be honor of the United Kingdom. I think even during the days of Neskoroma, he began the Rokel, the order of the Rokel. It was the only, one of the longest lasting, railway engineers that country. That party, so in dying days, they go to railway. Then convert us to museum, it a good day. Abangura. Swear to God, that love what you do. And how then destroy the real system that country in God Sabi. Go study in Germany, walk overseas and help for even build the part of the team that they build the rail in the United Kingdom. Take Sierra Leone. But anyways, let God bless him. Yaumu, I got like Yaumu, Mama Umu, the wife Mama. I remember we got come America, we had Jagebele. Say, hey, Miguel Pikin Gebele. I forgot. So that the kind of family that they wonderful people, the big brother Ibrahim. Wonderful guy. Mr. Bahid Bangura, of course, Sisi, and then, Mr. Bangura Jr., the youngest of the Banguras, is out there, But anyways, wonderful. So, we're anniversary, I think it's almost 20 years, I think, of married life, but we've been together, I think, 24 years. So, I'm a very lucky guy. I'm very lucky. I'm blessed. I wish that for all my brothers, But anyways, we don't get wonderful picking them. God is doing his own thing, God mercy, God in grace, wonderful. God in grace, wonderful. Anyways, okay. All right. Let me come to my message now. God give everybody peace that I continue and give them happiness because it's a wonderful thing. But anyways, ongoing political transition. So what do we need for seek now? Clarity. I think important for us get clarity now. And call on Sierra Leoneans. And by the way, Slam is doing a phenomenal work. And I think Slam done the lead in this area, the advocacy. I'm appreciative of Slam. Matter of fact, I go look if Slam gets a Twitter page. I don't know if they get a Twitter page. I'll follow them. But their write-ups, I think, if anything, Slam has taken off the load. I know they say it make we not write to, but Sierra Leoneans have to encourage more of we for the right as well, for the right. It's important. Writing, just like a video, not so we all they read. Some person like read, some person, do the video, some person videographic, some person, they read, So vice versa. So all the audiences, you get to touch all the audience, the various audience style. And Slam, they do a good job on that. But we're talking about the transition, the ongoing political transition. We need clarity. I think this is where Slam, and other organizations, therefore, partner now for what we ask from the government. Because the illegal government of Marabio, as it is illegally constituted, not get the mandate of the people. Dr. Samakma don't come out and don't tell us it's an ongoing political transition. I think we need clarity now into this. I think, say Dr. Samakma, owe we clarity, and the illegal government of Marabio owe we clarity, and the international community owe we clarity. Because the reason why they say this now, Sierra Leoneans, the term don't reach. Now 2 years they cancel. June, they make 2 years. Enough is enough of the buffoonery. We know they play it, picking play it again. We know they take that play it. We know they joke there again. I think it's very important now for we question the international community. We need clarity. We want to know what's in the go on. What is the process? Who's we there? What's in the happen? Because the more clarity we get, the more people understand exactly what is going on, the better it is for the process and for fast track the process and make them a lot easier. We, the people of Sierra Leone, we the moral guarantors of that nation. We the demand. Every Sierra Leonean now should demand for know exactly what's going on with this ongoing political transition. We should not be kept in the dark anymore. We need clarity from all sides. If Dr. Samara come out and get for meet up with the international community and that of the SLPP, we occupy power right now. Let it all agree for say yes, they have to come up with this information. This information for be out. And for the outside, we for know that the transition team, the committee where they had the ongoing political transition, we want absolute clarity at this point. Let we know whose side we did. Are there dates they don't set for say for handover power? We should know these things. I think the public get for responsibility now for no, so we go facilitate this process here. So we know they say now for let people come on and treat job cam and this and that and all that stuff. No, but I think say clarity at this particular point in time is very crucial. It's very important. Let we know how we did. The people get should know where we are at. I think that is important now for what we call. We, the people of Sierra Leone, should demand absolute clarity in the process. We want for let we know clear now waiting to happen. We should be involved in the process because why they say all this? When you look at the NCCP, where then before back in the day, of course, my grandpa was very instrumental. National Commission for Peace, where they formed for going to the leading to the Lome Peace Accord back in the day. Where Ibrahim Bangura, them where they live on, disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. He's a consultant for peace building and this and that and all that stuff. Who say Ibrahim Bangura? They be small, but like a wee, I be picking. That's they papa and they facilitate. Like asking Papa Emel Bangura about me on daddy. Like ask her. Then they facilitate, for get peace in that country today. Now that kind of a process there we talk about. Maybe make, get a little peace accord. This matter be there, we get, there was this man and they call him Solida. Mukhtar. Where people don't go sabi them man there, but he be there with John Jerry Rollins na Ghana. This is what he do so that deep in there. If he did that with John Jerry Rollins that lead the revolution in Ghana, that he go free Jerry Rollins, matter of fact, in jail. Solida. But he's a Sierra Leonean as well, and he likes Sierra Leone very much. He gets Sierra Leone Ghana connection. Where the advice Tessa. Solida, he actually advised Tessa and they for say, hey, this revolution get for fail. He said, what you do? Because they men they boy them but pass you. This how they tell us, so that's how they tell us. This the area they want be. I was fortunate to be in these conversations as a small boy. Where the advice Kasa, they tell Kasa say this revolution go fail. Them men they boy and two bokuna this tier then get for overthrow you. He say any point I say this matter be get for overthrow you. But no one tells Kasa and they tell people around Kasa. He said because Kasa fool. He said they don't tell Kasa just to make Kasa go tell them and they let them and they can kill her. Yes, it be the advice Kasa. Solida. Those are the kinds of people who they talk about. They're not going to everything and all that stuff. Then these are people who man away. The pass you get for Sabi. When they talk about Mr. Kroma, HFA, may soul rest in peace. The rebel they be killed in 1999. But anyways, that left all aside. But wait here, this ongoing political transition, I think we the people now we for ask and we for demand for no side the process day. Dr. Samar Kamara, the international community, and the SLPP, we need some clarity. Let we know exactly what's in there happen because that will help the whole process. Dr. Samar Kamara, you cannot hold up anymore. Let we know what you know because as of this particular point in time, we don't know what you know. And you don't hold off. You don't do a very good job, Dr. Samar Kamara. You don't try. For hold on, they care about secret there all these years. Now 2 years after the election, 1 year after the tripartite, you don't do very well. You don't control the information. I think what you do, you shut down all the useless miscreants on social media because the people that we be trustworthy, they pass information to, like the Anes Kuruma and all these other people, then they take that information there, give them useless miscreant there on social media, for can talk on those things. Then if people like for say they don't beat the gun and come out and can say stuff them, and then they spoil the process in the interim. The whole time, then they undermine you. You trust them, you give them information about what's actually happened. Then they undermine you by sharing the information. We don't know how to say let's Kuruma, they share information to useless miscreants them on social media for share their foolishness than they. But they like today, they all are exposed. So you don't do a very good job in terms of securing the information. But I think it's time now, because we the people deserve clarity. We know say this is a marathon. But yes, even in the marathon, you know side head. You know say you run for 26 miles. And that 26 miles is coming close. You don't reach mile 24. You know say, okay, mile 25 and 26. You know who side you there because you look you watch now, you know. So that is a target. So that the same way we ask for in this transition, we look with time now. It is a marathon. It's going. But it looks like say we don't reach there to the end of that 26 mile for the marathon. So where we at? And they look me time now. Me watch. Yes, it's telling me we're 24 minutes. We get 2 minutes more to go to this end of this marathon for long meets the end of the line. Therefore, we need some clarity. Because with that, now they motivate you for keeping going. Say I get 2 minutes left for this marathon, yeah. That's telling you blood the boil. Your blood don't reach high temperature now. You close them, the friction of you close with your body, usai your body, you close the touch your body, the junction, then usai you get sleeve, usai you trosis, the hem of your trosis, all inside and then begin to scratch, you know how they feel, without the run, I know what you talk about, You don't reach to that point now where it's about I'm there, I'm almost there. I don't reach so, but we need clarity, Dr. Samora Kamara. We need clarity from the SLPP. We need clarity from the international partners. Absolute clarity now. Let we know side we did. We the people are the moral guarantors. Now we get democracy. Now we the people. Now we they facilitate democracy. Now we they legitimize democracy. Now we they give power to the people who deserve the power. That is what we need to know. You know, the other day I see people that they go run for protest. And they say they protest for Yenga. I say this to Sierra Leoneans them. We all want Wikonski. Nobody know for take an inch of we land. As it is, we already done small pass anything. Guinea big pass we at least 2 or 3 them if you don't take them. We want every piece of our land. But don't be distracted. Yenga, not a problem. It's about having the right and the appropriate government in power. Yenga will be resolved in a day. We know why Guinea vex. Where Guinea they come and kind of encroach into Yenga. Not so Yenga not the problem. Yenga is a distraction to the actual problem itself. The problem is about democracy. The young man they want to say, we fight for Yenga. Do you have first of all the big now? Not go challenge Guinea man them when it comes to combat. Not go challenge them. I know say Sierra Leone army. Now where they wonder why we Sierra Leone army then serum then they watch waiting the happens in our country like today with section 166 subsection 1 giving the authority for safeguard and protect the achievements of the people. But with Salon army we get some of the best infantry fighters. But Guinea man, they know they play with the attack bombardé. So, una the Salon people in there, una back off. I see one guy saying, don't count in cutlass. I say, yeah, they feel that Kamajo mentality where they go and chop people their hand, cut people foot. You know, that Kamajo mentality. I say, look up. But, you know, we, the people of Sierra Leone, we they get to Yenga back. Because Yenga, they clearly, when you look at the map, satellite images, you see clearly say Yenga is in Sierra Leone. You can even cross the river for kind to Yenga from Guinea. So Yenga is in Sierra Leone. That is not a problem. It is about restoring democracy. Yenga is a distraction to the problem itself. Yenga and anyone for use for slap with face for pretend like say things are going as it should go. Yenga and a distraction. Every Sierra Leonean, I want you to listen to this and understand this. Yenga is a distraction. Waiting for focus on a democracy. Every problem gets a root cause in our society. Guinea no say Sierra Leone is disorganized. Guinea no say Sierra Leone get election, the result now available. So Guinea no say the country not in one accord right now. So now he make Mamadi Doumbouya continue for take and encroach into Sierra Leone's territory. When we restore real democracy, I guarantee you now, issues like Yenga and every other issue we'll get in that country will be resolved. So again, Sierra Leone people, we for engage the American ambassador now. We for engage the European. We for engage the, matter of fact, the United Nations Special Representative is a key player. Now he represent the international community. Now the tripartite committee. So if we engage now, everybody in Sierra Leone, if you are a Sierra Leonean that loves democracy, if you, Timbo, today if you write a letter now for seek clarity, Usman Timbo, I not discuss you launching, I not go into all of that. I did listen to sentiments of people, so man they vex and rightfully so with Sister Yayo. I listen to a message. She is right. They caution Brother Uri. I'll reach to that point there. We'll get for take her easy. When people then come, take her easy. There is a certain level of inconsistency with Sierra Leoneans where over time, if you don't understand. But Awuri, you have to pay attention to consistency now. When people come out, talk small, you left the half. Because you know today, you know tomorrow. Sierra Leoneans are some of the most inconsistent people. No matter the level of education or how elite kids they are. Sierra Leoneans, some of the most inconsistent people in the world. You could find them in Sierra Leone. They are constantly fluctuating. So be very careful for them people where they come. We want to accept them. We have to accept them. It is a responsibility. Some man faint late. Some man really, really late. But it's not bad. Anytime when they come, like I will say, it's an open door policy. The goal of us being on social media is to educate, sensitize, right? So we understand that. Andy. But when you look at what is happening today, if you, Timbo, you believe in this, I want to see articles now. I want to see videos of you engaging, calling on the international community. There is an ongoing political transition. What do you mean? We, the people, deserve clarity. Those are the kinds of engagements where we want to see. I want to see Timbo resign from parliament because the parliament itself is illegally constituted. How is the parliament illegally constituted? Some side and then in that country where we don't even get the votes. We don't even have the votes. We don't have the votes. How people can vote for letting go to parliament. Abdul Kagbo is a clear example. Timbo, we don't know how you were voted for, how you reached that parliament. We not get, if any aspect of that election, as it is, unconstitutional. It means the parliament itself is illegally constituted. And this is why. This is some of the things. And me, not opposed to where they hide. You see, one thing they do in Sierra Leone, if you want to talk about forgiveness, people are like, hey, we forgive. No, we are going to prosecute. Forgiveness is one. We they forgive you, mean so they prosecute you. This goes back to Brother Bakari's point, where Brother Bakari make the loyalist. And mean so they forgive you, we not they prosecute. No. We might not be harsh with the punishment because you come out and make them very clear. But if you commit crime against people, you kill pussy. Now you go point pussy, say this pussy, you lie, para, you make them go lock them up. Now false witness, and false witness is a crime. So we're not saying we're not welcome everybody, we're going to welcome everybody. But again, for you to have peace, there must be justice. Any country where you see get nyama, confusion, sonko, wahala, that justice not there. Look across Africa. Where there is no justice, there would never be peace because the society would always be confused. People always, they seek vengeance. So this is the point where we try to make. So people, if they really want to come join, never come no more, talk, blah, 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 blah. Engage, right. Talking is the first step. That's very important. We are what Timbo say. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to make no analysis of what Timbo say. The fact is, every day, we call young people, old people, on a come and join the fight to restore and save democracy, the electoral justice battle. It's a battle that would never end in the first place. The fight for electoral justice, it's ongoing. It's always going to be present. Even in times of good governance, electoral justice battle get for continue. Because every day our life is governed and controlled by politics. All of us, we are political animals then. So Timbo, me want to see a letter from Timbo now asking for clarity on the ongoing political transition. Why anybody for the campaign for 2028? Why anybody for launch campaign for 2028? When the June 24, 2023 elections is still there? Why for register for any political party? Why for go take membership with any political party? No, sir. No, sir. So these are the things what they say. So the fact of the matter remains, we therefore ask now for clarity on this ongoing political transition. We need transparency now. We need openness. Let we know. Let this alone people know what's in the time frame. We are intelligent people. Dr. Sumakman knows exactly what I'm talking about. This documentation where they don't put together, what they already say they don't sign, it should be shared with the public. It brings open transparency so everybody is aware from all sides. We're not going to go target people and say, no, sequentially target you. No, that is not what we're going to do. But the fact of the matter is, when it's all said and done, after the transition, we have to have a semblance of justice applied in that country to prevent it from reoccurring again. Because we don't want any time we transfer of power day, people get for go after people. Now, the same way we tell anybody, say, you will get a case against somebody when there is a peaceful transition of power. Don't go after that person, no. We're going to use the judiciary effectively. The court not get for be biased. We get for watch. We select the judges them. And we scrutinize. Don't worry. People like we didn't have. Everybody deserves justice for the crime that they commit against them. We don't want let nobody take the law in hand. Go run after person. No. So you don't suffer. You're going to file a civil lawsuit. Or if we don't set up a public tribunal, a Truth and Reconciliation Commission again, for looking into the atrocities that were committed. You know, Brother Bakari mentioned something. And Brother Bakari, by the way, for we brother, I did at the loyalist group. I believe some of the messages can seep out. But, you know, it's a very powerful brother. You don't tell way consistent and steady. Even though tell me they want me to get for the drawing brain. Get for the drawing small. Say, Brother Bakari, come, steady. Can I, and no, we need to do this so. We need to do so. But over time, people don't learn to understand we. You know, myself, Cashbox, all these people, you know, all these people there. Or people don't come for understand what you stand for. We are unshakable, we are unmovable. When we support somebody, the moment you mess up, that is it. We don't wait 5 years later when the person don't mess up 5 years ago. We still lay behind the support blindly, foolishly, stupidly. They cause for her, they fight for her. But when they see what the person they do, when I still lay behind up, a classic example. Allah Kimotal man. From 2020, we are friends, they say, Brad, this guy, I know what way possibly they will tell me say so. I will like prove himself to me. I don't like prove himself for 4 years for sure. Say you're lucky. After 4 years, now come after no. As he show himself within the first year, Remember, we go to Parliament, John Takrasi, I say, hey, I demand this. Bobo man, Bobo, I see, Mama can I we connect an appointment. We go begin defend Mama can I we connect. I say, this, guess where? This, guess where? That was the end. No, so, salon people. That is how you do it. Because I'm not going again for go support Kanye blindly. I'm not going to support her because I Sabi Papa, or now we grew up in a neighborhood, or because I be Sabia. No, I don't want this Sabia. Now in resume, I see. I said, this man in resume, best off of his resume, I'm going to give him a shot. And I'll wait 5 years later for can't condemn him. No! Immediately begin mess up. I said, this, guess where? Not to me values this. I'm a big believer in democracy. This man, not respect democracy. I don't think say this man that somebody who have for continue. I push him out there. You have people who will come out and say they can't attack, then they can't attack, then they can't attack. 4 5 years later for them to catch up. It takes 4 5 years. But still, that is part of the process. Not all we all fast, some man very slow. It's okay. So we want clarity in this transition period. Clarity. We want them from Dr. Samura Kamara. We want them from the illegal SLPP government. We don't rely on them. We don't say we're not going to get them from Madabio. But we want them from the international community, the moral guarantors. We want to see the time frame. We want to see the framework that has been set. What is the time frame? How the transition is going? What are some of the metrics they for meet towards this transition? Which they work on? Is it the ministers them have been assigned and ministers are actually working in the back end now for transfer them portfolio to the incoming ministers? We want for no at this particular point in time. So I think Dr. Fuller, Dr. Vinod Fuller of the Slam, I think so we'll go for attack this issue from that point. I'm not saying you're a very intelligent man, and you team, you guys are a bunch of intelligent folks. And every other, civil society activist, we mean well. Newspaper publications them. If you're a sincere radio station or TV, we're not getting TV channel there, we're not getting platforms them on social media. This is the time I think so we have to be very strategic now. We are very close to the end of this marathon. As far as we are looking at the elections, because again, this fight for electoral justice is a continuous marathon. It will continue. But again, we have to set ourselves timelines, and because we have timelines for everything that we do. Like right now, I'm working on a project. Within my lane means say all these sections them that I supervise. I have a project that we're working on. So looking at this project here, it's about procedures. How each department they complement the other department. Because my goal is to ensure that if there is a transition of a chief within a certain department, I won't forget a playbook, which we call SOP, standard operating procedure. I won't forget a standard operating procedure. So if an incoming chief comes, for example, if I want for request an equipment from logistics, what is the channel? How do I request this? So I want logistics department for write an SOP, a standard operating procedure, showing me the processes involved in requesting, for example, I want a new computer. How for request them? What's the process? So now you for show me how it complements all the other various sections them. How it complements pharmacy. How it complements medical records. How it complements managed care. How it complements referral management. How it complements the clinic itself. Right? I complement all of these various sections. It is a system. It is a framework. I have timelines now for this project here. So I don't ask them. They don't give me the first part of end of April. I want the first part. They don't give me. The second part I want them by the end of June. For we got everybody now get for either you get for land for use applications like a Lucid or like a Visio, Microsoft Visio. Show me now in a diagram, right? In a diagram form. How the steps them. For example, the IT department, if I want to request a new ID card, what is the process? I get for go to them first, then get for make sure say they save and back up all my data, and I'm a PIV, and from there I get for go now, I go get the new ID card, and then what come, I get for fill out an EHRA form, for them and give me access back to some of the platforms that I use. What is the channel, right? Systematically. So Dr. Somakman knows how to talk what he talks so. Because I know say, he know what's in the analytics. Because I'm being very analytical as an administrator. Now, I talk now, I don't put on me as an administrator. My way head a whole department within a whole agency within the United States of America. I talk as an administrator now. Dr. Sumakma knows what I'm talking about. So there is a framework. But we have to have clarity. But we have to have clarity within this framework. Also, so we ask again, just like how we be say back in the days of the NCCP, National Committee for Peace, Consolidation of Peace, we people like Papa and play a very important role in those processes, with Grandpa and all of that stuff. Then we say we get a framework that we're working towards. There are timelines now to everything. When is Manabio going to officially hand over power? We need to have this in the public domain. The secrecy is over. I think it's over at this point. Like I said, Dr. Sumakma don't do job well done. They don't keep this process here, so hide them away from we. Fine. We appreciate that, we like that. But I think at this point, let we wrap things up now, smoothly and quietly, let prepare the people. Let the people be prepared. We're not for be taken unaware. Nobody know for not like for be taken unaware. Let we know now there is a timeline. Everybody prepare himself. We know now say, okay, between now to now this we work on. Between now to this time, we work on this. The transfer of power is so date. Officially, the inauguration is on this date. This is what we want to see now. We demand them, we ask them, and everybody I think they get a responsibility. Let we focus, Sierra Leoneans. Over the years, what I already do for una, and what we already do for una, and for bring everybody for come focus. This is something we have to discuss with Cashbox. Bring people back to focus. What is the price? The real price itself. Brother Hotmail, all of these people, very intelligent guys, them. These are the things what they say. Everybody come back to focus now. And listen, my brother, political, I don't know what name for remember, main man, I can forget the name most of the time they use for social media. Political, God. Anyways, but we brother, main man, all of these people, right? I don't know, listen, Master Salone, APC Maleka, all of these great people, I like for really, appreciate these folks because I know it means a lot to a lot of them, knowing that, people like myself appreciate what they do. You might, have your, things are things, but it is what it is. Everybody get the message and that is it, But we're doing a phenomenal work. With Brother Encyclopedia, all of these people doing fantastic work. So we don't, over the years, what we've been doing is making sure we guide our brothers and sisters in this trajectory and how we forgo towards what direction. All right. So again, like I said, Dr. Smakman knows he's an administrator. He don't do a very good job for it and keep this information from we, but it's an ongoing political transition. Ongoing political transition. It simply means the transfer of power. Political transition. Now we say, you don't go in political review. Then we go, ongoing political review, okay, then they look at the constitution and look into electoral laws and this and that. But we're talking about ongoing political transition. These are chosen words. And I know say Dr. Makma is a very intelligent man. You pick that word they likely for say ongoing political transition. And also ongoing political review framework that is ongoing. No, it's an ongoing political transition. What is a political transition? Political transition. We're switching powers now, yeah. We had an election that was disputed. The results show clearly say Dr. Sumar Kamara win the elections. It is in the tripartite committee recommendations that the APC win the elections with 71% of the RR forms. We prove say Dr. Sumar Kamara, as the flag bearer of the APC party, going into the June 24, 2023 elections, had 57.15% of the votes. Therefore, he is the winner of the elections. So again, the United Nations representation in Sierra Leone, the representative of the United Nations, I think say now the paramount person will be represent the international community, now the tripartite committee. Therefore, everybody I think so for asking this question now. Where are they? We need transparency, we need openness, we need to know where the process is so that the people would be kept in the know. We want to know what is going on. I think we deserve for know. Some people deserve for know. Therefore, we are asking kindly for everybody for lend a voice in this and ask for the steps and the processes involved. This not to anywhere anybody for it. No. We need transparency. We need openness. We need for know side we there with this ongoing political transition. The people should be brought into the forefront of this. The people are the stakeholders. Now the people get the democracy. Therefore, the people should be put in the know. Let everybody know side we there. We go control with people. We go tell everybody for celebrate quietly. We don't want no violence. This would be the first transition whether they see the chase police, chase soldier man. No. No chase no police, no attack no soldier man. No. No attack nobody. You never will be they curse you. We're going to report you to police. No attack them. No say nothing to them. The judiciary is going to work for you. You go get justice at the right time. Because we're going to clean up the judiciary. We have to have righteous judges them. We have to have righteous judges them. The lawyer society in Sierra Leone, this is a time when we're all for join hands now as lawyers. Una self the custodian of the constitution of that country. The people are the primary custodian of the constitution, but una self gets a responsibility. Everybody when a lawyer they like it today. I see Basita Michael, I'm not going to say they support Agenda 2028, but she's supporting initiatives or ideas that have to do with 2028. Even tweets in Twitter page where they talk of say in the next election 2028, something along that line. These people need to stop. Basita Michaels is somebody where the youth and the young people in that country they get so much respect for. Today, in video na Binchumani, where you talk about say not for the cow Binchumani 1, Binchumani 2. That video they still resonate with people. But anybody when they talk about 2028 elections, instead of them, if everybody use their energy for focus on the June 24, 2023 elections, at this point in time, we've already faced this very bad legacy of Sierra Leone. What is happening in Sierra Leone is a shame, it's a disgrace. That lawyers are sitting there, people like Basita Michaels, because our brother Augustine Sorisa Mbembara has done a fantastic work when I the only person who challenged the whole thing, can I go to court and to win case na court. We see. But people like Basita Michaels, renowned lawyers like them, they not pay attention to these things, and we're going to task them, we're going to hold them accountable someday. You guys had a responsibility for putting a foot down as custodians of the constitution, of the law of the land, to say what is happening in Sierra Leone is a travesty. We need the election results. Mr. Michaels had said something like that in the past. But in recent times, in Twitter page, anything we got to do with 2028 or moving forward, I don't think you should be paying attention to stuff like that. Please. June 24, 2023 elections, we should be ashamed of ourselves as Sierra Leoneans. I've done countless lives. I've shown her the ECSL their website. I've shown her Liberia's ECSL's website. I've shown her Ghana's Electoral Commission's website. I don't say ECSL because all man get different name. But the Electoral Commission, their website them. I've shown her disaggregated data. Mr. Michael, if you could take an article and write solidly and ask for the disaggregated data, will not give us this excuse of, oh, well, they're not going to tripartite. They say Dr. Samakimabi don't go sign. No. We all get a responsibility every day for demand the disaggregated results. I'm paying attention to almost everybody when I call it an important figure in that country. Look at Gabidon. Gabidon, I see also quiet still like today. The elections results now available. The same Francis Gabidon, way back in 1992, supports the NPRC overthrow of APC. He said there was no unconstitutionality, there was a one-party state system. And today, in our eyes, Gabidon, we get a one-party state system under fake disguise of democracy. Gabidon, they see opposition party, they sell Levitsky, they move on. Francis Gabidon, the lecturer at Lafrabe College, with universities, I don't know. Our universities need for a total overhaul. Because your position should determine whether or not you for impact education into our people. Your political views, where you stand at times, should determine if we forgive you an opportunity for impact education into our people. But wait, now the thing is what they talk, say Sierra Leoneans don't do research for themselves. And a lot of them students there, you don't take them, they're not going for even do a research, a background on Francis Gabidon, for understand as a lawyer, what has been his positions over the years. And then they know already approach her. Francis Gabidon, I see also did like today. I believe say teach them Basita Michael Leo from college. I believe say they all pass through her. Because you don't lecture for over 40 years, if I'm not mistaken. Now in silence so today, in the face of a dying democracy, where we have elections, the disaggregated data of the elections is not out. Francis Gabidon supports the NPRC overthrow of APC party, and they all began the ideology. If you don't take that and support Ali Kabane for going to the Mataba, for coming with the revolution in Sierra Leone where they can cut with people and kill with people. Because they all be on time with Sheikh Stevens. So even if you don't support Ali Kabane directly, or there's no evidence to show, say, do a video or write up to support Ali Kaba. But the fact is, it started with people like those because they all been on time with Sheikh Stevens and they wanted to get rid of Sheikh Stevens. So I make when NPRC can overthrow Joseph Saidu Momo, because again, when we go back to Sheikh Stevens, we're looking at the Sheikh Stevens era will bring Momo, because that people like, Francis Gabidon was against. I make I say Sheikh Stevens. I'm being very, very, succinct now with that fact. That the Sheikh Stevens era bring Momo, so they not be want that. They not be glad. Even though Momobi don't put a date for elections in September in 1992. Francis Gabino, the delegates, they also they watch. At a time like this, we get election, the results are available. Hey, but we don't ask for much. What are we asking for? How difficult is this? How Sierra Leone will be the country where they get elections, the results, and pull up? And people are comfortable with that. And no matter which political party you belong to, if you are nationalistic, if Section 13B of the Constitution, that makes it very clear that every citizen shall cultivate a sense of nationalism and patriotism, if that they matter to you, then regardless of your political party, regardless of your tribe, regardless of your region, regardless of whether you support, whether you're loyal to, you're loyal to country. We not for tolerate certain things, we not for reach that low. You might be saying America's democracy is threatened at this day, on this day. Yes, it is being threatened, but that is why you have safeguards within the democratic system. When everybody do their job, democracy will be protected. So America is safe. Donald Trump is going to try everything, but you get the separation of powers. You get the judiciary, you get the Congress. And the Congress, of course, will comprise the Congress and the Senate. Now, America, you get two houses. You get the Congress, you get the state, the Senate. Where the Senate gets, I think, about 2 representatives from every state or so. And then they make the ultimate decision through Congress. So America is protected. Now that we need a Sierra Leone, if we get a parliament, we'll get serious opposition. We'll not get a Sierra Leone. The judiciary is controlled by the president. We don't say Marabio, the legal president. What he want that the judiciary, now they happen. What he want at the police, now they happen. What he want at the military, now they happen. That is not a democracy. That is a monarchy. Now, in we see them delicately, people like Basita Michaels, wait for the pound this point every day in about the election results when are available. People like Francis Gabby on them. Other lawyers them, I don't call name yet, other lawyers them. Wait for the pound home to say, no, Sierra Leoneans, we should not accept this. We need the disaggregated data. Every result should have it. Polling station for polling station. We foresee it. It for be diamond or for go dig for Fenam. No, it for be available. Like how all other countries do. Why Sierra Leone don't get standards? We call ourselves say we're intelligent people. How can we be intelligent and then for stand up for these basic morals? Democracy is sanctified. The pastors them, the imams them, they all get a responsibility for ask. And like I say again, the church them for empty. Mosque them for empty. Salon people now for stop for go church and mosque. One of the people who are responsible for our suffering and our failures. Because we continue for prop up our leaders them amongst another country. If you get pastor, we don't ever talk about democracy. We don't ever talk about the fact that the elections of June 24, 2023 should have been made available. You get a kind of pastor, you get an imam, they will not touch on those things. Bro, when I left that mosque, when I left the church today, when I left for good, when I left for getting them money. They are part of the civil society organization that was written and decided on in 2004. Actually, even 2002, when it was the end, that was some of the things when I say the clergy members them then get a responsibility for be part of the civil society organizations them. Now let me make a reform local governments where they don't kill local government. Now the first side anyone remember where the APC and Canada UK they accept for now get a local government elections and their democracy begin die. We point all entire out. We tell us say then guy no say at the local elections level and they determine what I get for win power in that country. They know one time because they know say the local elections them for wipe out the SLPP. APC Cherry Coco in the parliament, they accept that in the past. They accept that. That was how democracy died that day. Forget about the 10 members of parliament. That local government elections, local council election when they cancelled was the death. Now that did in the last nail land with a knock. Now that 10 9 democracy died. From that 10 9 democracy died. 2020, won't forget local council elections. That was the end of democracy in Sierra Leone. Forget all the killings that were happening, everything were happening. Now that one they solidify Marabian position. That local council elections with APC as a political party, and I know say the school maybe nobody had. With Cheriku they sit in a parliament, this Abdul Kagbo, they all AKK, they all they sit in a parliament. They allow the SLPP not for conduct local council elections. With all of this within inside the trap the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, their reports and their findings. This was all part of the agreement when they end the rebel war in 2002. Now part of the agreement that was put together Now that, they say, forget local council elections that I continue. And I ain't like a TD so. All the people that are serious in the country, they allow all this nonsense for happen. Sierra Leoneans will get a responsibility. Yeah? But again, my message, I don't want to make it long. They'll make it succinct to the point. Everybody now, we for demand absolute clarity and transparency in the process of the ongoing political transition. We demand absolute clarity. I read up with brother, where they call AAA. I like what they do. Get a very nice platform. AAA. You know. Very nice platform. You do well. They make with the C partner at tongue. Where they do on that motorbike where they ride, they go to the community them. We will see. But get one in SN where you get like YouTube. Make it do in broadcast. It say it says something along the line of Dr. Samura Kamara. Now, wow, this is a heavy traffic blockade. No wonder. People ain't go late today, not to come on. Wow, what is going on, man? I see the back up there. Huh. Anyways, when I be at me, I almost did done my message now. This kind, when I see the traffic, people are not sorry today. I got for easy. Anyways, okay. But yeah, so the point is this, right? Let we ask for absolute clarity now. That's what they demand. We, the people of Sierra Leone now, they ask, not to that young not to the suffer, the healthcare people that die in that country, not to come on. They suffer in Sierra Leone right now, not small. People that die, people that don't get access to healthcare. That's the incident I put down. And you hear every day the story them within communities. People they suffer. For the suffer, people they suffer. Solomon. Now what with the Solomon they suffer past. I guarantee you if country they people they suffer. Now the one that we get like a Sudan, also in the Fed Sudan, we get war. At least that day we not say okay, there is an active, conflict going on. War did and the Fed people they kill them. But as far as suffering, the amount of suffering inside Sierra Leone for country the way not get active conflict of any kind. It just be say yes, we're in a dystopia. We get election where result not there. But for suffer, Salon people they suffer. Salon they suffer right now. The suffer with the Salon is inconspicuous. It's hard to fathom and think about. The suffering within Sierra Leone is of epic proportion. People they suffer. I cannot explain much to you. Hey, people they suffer. People are dying. People they die. Sorry, one every day. But anyways, that's a conversation of another day. Listen, guys. Let we ask for transparency from the United Nations representative in Sierra Leone. I believe Senator Hohensi anymore is a new person. But all of the international partners will for ask the all European Union, the American Ambassador Hunt, we for demand from them absolute transparency, including we own leader, we President-elect Dr. Samura Kamara. We deserve absolute transparency now. Whose side we day in this ongoing political transition? That is a very deliberate word. And that's why we say ongoing political review. No, ongoing political transition. When you talk about political transition and we just get an election, we still a battle, say, and Dr. Makmaro make them very clear. The elections is not yet over. The June 24, 2023 election is not yet over. So that is what we are on. So if we hear about political transition, is the exchange, a transition of power. Power. We want clarity. We want absolute clarity. We demand clarity at this point. We want to know what part of the process we are on. Whose side we dey? Let the people know. The people deserve to know now. The idea done. Let everything come out in the open. Let us have the timelines, the dates of every step or process within this ongoing political transition. Other than a part of this team here, other than they head this team, we want to know what's in the happen. Just like how they do them back in the day when we get the NCCP. For letting go into the Lome Peace Accord, for letting get peace in Sierra Leone. So SLAM and other organizations that have been doing a fantastic work right into the international community, I think when I get to responsibility. And by the way, SLAM get an event May 31st, 2025. You know, now in London, I think, I don't say, na Minette Road, you know, but the flyer is on my Facebook page. I will put it on my Twitter page as well, and I will share it on my WhatsApp channel and everything. Well, you know, I patronize them. I don't like to advertise for people because a lot of people, if you see, but I don't mind for share you flyer. If not then school business, when they buy this and I know why you read that nonsense there because all the distraction away from we fight for democracy that I continue. We get school, we can't get the economic spending at all. Economic spending. When government come, when they take care of we people, I guarantee you now, when I go see all they can join for low gladdy. Because the government for take care of we school system. We got a public school system. When they take care of we school system, we begin to forget proper, you know, facilities them when it comes to sanitation and all of that stuff. But anyway, now left the handy. But anyways, slam together the launching day, okay, of the book launching May 31st, 2025. So thank you, everybody. Let we ask for transparency in the ongoing political transition. Then people, when they can't join, no be at them. But I think Suleiman and take it easy with the hype. Man, they overhype too much. Somebody can join, he can ask for forgiveness. Yes, they are welcome. Everybody's welcome. It is Sierra Leone. Some person come late, it don't matter. Anytime when they come, it's the same thing. Now the fight and they can join, for the help we define democracy in itself. What in democracy really mean? And I know say one thing I don't do for people in Sierra Leone over the years. All of these people on social media, which I don't do for them. I don't teach them what's in a consistency in a fight. And how your loyalty should be to the country, not to person. Anybody will abide that principle there over the past 5-6 years. That is one thing I know say, and then they put hats na miero for say, Baba, I want to carry the crown. But we don't teach you now for understand what it mean, for stand and defend your values. You as a Motalma, you can't forget value and stand for your value first of all. When you stand for your values, nobody know they will go make you compromise that. Believe in your values, stand for your values. Now then you begin first. When you begin, then you look for that align with your values. Then like today, Dr. Suma Kamara align with my values because he's standing up for democracy. He believes in democracy. It takes me into a peaceful dialogue. We don't get the results from the dialogue, then say I win the elections. Now we know say there is an ongoing political transition. What is happening? I mean, they talk about AAA, that we brother, we get waiting the other day they talk for say it insinuates say Dr. Samura Kamara they in hiding. You know, say Dr. Samura Kamara they in hiding. I hope that is not true because until why Dr. Samura Kamara for hide? I believe say in IOS, but of course it's gonna defy an unlawful order because a citizen get rights to free speech. Why therefore they invite them? You know, people even speculate for say that the police they test now, right? They don't do invitation. We fail for invite, they go do a warrant. When they do a warrant, the next phase, now for arrest Dr. Suma Kumara now. So they ask the salon people, we are prepared for that 10 day? We are prepared? A young man in Nigeria, what they call very dark man. The people of Nigeria right now believe say GT Bank. They say that bank that they set up for the EFCC them or some kidnappers, they will kidnap the guy. Because we all know very dark man. We don't already follow social media. We don't say that they fit for people in Nigeria. You get case, you can go to them. Once you lop your money, you can go to them. They discuss them. Like a very dark man, I be a Sierra Leonean now. I tell them story that boy I take pull $25,000 lenter. Now he said, "Oh, pay me back." Of course, I will go for deal with that case. And deal with that matter. They very dark man will come and talk about anything and there for the voiceless. People don't forget voice, right? So they like I said, the GT Bank they lost customers every day at the rate of 1 million customers per day. That's where this bank they come from. They can't finish because they believe say where he gonna bank with his mama for go take money. That the bank set her up when they can arrest and they. So the people and believe that. So that believe when they believe that the GT Bank they lost business. So some people are asking already if they want for can take advantage of Dr. Suma Kamara. But until we know say there is an ongoing political transition where we they say we want for know now who side we dey. That question you for ask. If you not take nothing from this message, who side we dey? We want to see the transparency. We want to see the process. We want to see documents. We have a right to see those documents as citizens of that nation. Who side we dey? Involve the people. This is the mistake we only make our politics in Africa. Instead of involving the people, we always have to keep the people at bay. Involve the people in the process. Now these people could ask members of parliament and say, "We're not for the all, town hall meetings." Them. Anyways, this meeting, this is audio long at the left. Bye bye, everybody.